Hello, everyone. How are you? Doing a nice live event right now. I'm simultaneously doing it on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So if you're in any of those three, type in, tell me where you are from. And also, if you're live, just say live. If you're watching this on the replay, do the same thing. Tell me where you're from and just say replay. Curious how we're doing. This is going to be pretty quick today. I just want to show you a couple of slides and a little spreadsheet I have, and hopefully you can get some gems out of this. All right, let's start. Here we go. By the way, Dennis Riley goes to results. I'm a business strategist, and I love working with data, and you're going to find out right now how we're doing it. So let's get going. Here we go. I'm going to push this over to here. Here we go. So do this to generate more results in your business in 2023. Okay. Um, what shape is your business data in right now? I did a post this morning on LinkedIn, and this was the post. I'm just going to go into a little more detail with it right now, but this is the post. What shape is your business your business data in right now? Okay. Now these are interesting things. All right. These are obviously Legos. You have a whole pile of Legos. That's level one. Level two is you take all the colors out and you just plug them all together. Level three is you start to make sense out of the colors, and level four you start to make an image with what you have. All right. And so think of your data as these Legos. All right. Because pretty much if you know what's going on in your business with your data and you can easily see that, you will be able to paint a picture. Might not be a pretty picture at the beginning, but you will be able to paint a picture, and then you'll be able to take that picture and adjust some of the strategies and ad systems and, hone in on your data more, whatever. And you're going to find patterns. Once you find patterns, you'll be able to now get a bigger picture for yourself. So, this is pretty much those four areas. And just to see, if you're at level one, you got zero control of your data, zero control. Okay. You know it's there. Yeah, you might look at some of the logins you have, but you're pretty much, not looking at much at all. Okay. It's too overwhelming for you to even look. I'm not even going to bother with it. I got other things to do with my business, me being the business owner. Okay, fine. Okay, your second one is that, all right, now you have several areas where you log into to get your data, and you know where you can look at those reports, and you run some reports and you figure out, okay, I'm starting to see where my data is coming from, but that's it. You're not linking them all together. You probably have 6, 7 different logins. Okay, now the next level is, okay, now you can consolidate your data in one platform. Okay. And you take, and it's not all the data. Okay. Trust me, it's not all there because you want to make sense of it. What it is your key uh, performance indicators, KPIs. With your KPIs, that means if that data moves up or down, left or right, it causes a ripple effect. That's how you know something's a KPI. If that thing causes an effect on other numbers. Okay, so that's number three. And what you do is now you have these KPIs in one area. You get to see. It's kind of like a dashboard of a car. As you're driving, you see how fast you're going. You see any check engine light or anything like that. How much gas is in the car. If something happens, check tire pressure, something like that. It'll pop up, and you say, "Okay, I need to go check the tire pressure." You'll need to know what's going on in the hood. Underneath your hood, you're fine. You're doing fine now. But when something happens and you see that your data dashboard, there's a little thing that something goes up or down. You're like, "Uh-oh, I need to check things out." Just like if you're driving a car, you see a check engine light on, you're going to take that to a mechanic, and the mechanic's going to open up the hood and say, "Okay, let's figure out why this check engine light is on." Same thing with your business. Okay. You want to have a dashboard that you can look at and say, "Okay, let's see how things work. Oh, look, this isn't working fine. Let's try this out." Okay. And four is that, you know what? You have that consolidated, but now you get strategies, and now you'll find patterns. You're analyzing the data, and now you say, okay, there's the patterns. I'm starting to paint a picture. And that's what number 4 is. You paint the picture. Okay. Now, so where are you in your business? Which one, when it comes to data, which one would you do? And also, do you want to be in another level? Do you want to be maybe level 3? Do you want to be level 4? You can go from 1 to 4. There's steps along the way to take it, but just because you're on level 1 does not mean you'll be at level 4. Because now the picture you paint, if you've never been 3 or 4 before, maybe might not be a good picture at first, but guess what? It's a picture. Now you can see, okay, this is what my current data does for me. This is what my current systems does for me. How can I move to the next level? And if you keep doing that, you will be painting a better picture. And now you can make that picture whatever you want it to be. All right. So now what's going to happen is, so now what level you are from, you need to find out exactly where you are. That's the key. So it doesn't matter if you're in level 1, 2, or you think you're in level 2, you think you're in level 3 or whatever. What you want to do is know exactly where you are. And the best thing to know exactly where you are is what? Have the mindset that you're at level 1 and determine just, okay, don't assume. Don't assume, okay, these are things that really do a deep dive into this stuff. Okay. You do evaluation of all the data you have now. All right. The data is platforms, systems, websites, anywhere data is or can be captured. All right, so I'm going to take a closer look now, and we are going to now look at my screen. All right, so okay, here we go here. So we're going to talk right now. You got, hopefully you can see this. Let me make sure that you can see it here. Yep, here we go. All right, now existing systems in your data. All right, now basically what you're going to do is you're going to write down, do you have any lead generation, sales process, marketing processes, new client onboard systems, current clients process, current client communications? Okay, that usually has some systems involved. Client referral process, or client journey process, or employee communications, vendor communications, time management system, other. These are just a list of type of systems that could be out there. You may have some of these, you may have all these, you may not have none of them. Doesn't matter. Write down what you have. That's on your systems. Now, when you go over here and you say, okay, what data sources do you have? Do you have a financial? What do you have? Do you log into it? What software do you use? Okay. And this is what you write down. Okay, what's your lead generation system? Do you have one? It doesn't have to be, hey, I have a software tool for lead generation, or a whole software system. It could just be maybe a Google sheet. It could be an Excel file, or Asana, or something, whatever that you use. It doesn't matter what you use. Okay, it matters the data that's coming out from it. All right. And so you can start small and work your way up, because what happens, remember, every level you go up, you're going, what got you to this level is not going to get you to the next level. So you're going to modify and add systems along the way anyways. So you don't have to, if you don't have a lead generation system right now, you could Excel and Google Sheets are just fine. All right. And then once you start to generate data that way, you realize, okay, now I need to move on to maybe another system. So these are, again, some of the systems that you could have. Now, also, you're getting data from your competition. Okay. So what is your competition? And seems like, okay, how do you compare with them? Okay. Again, that's data. And you need to know all that stuff. So these are the things that you can look at to figure out, okay, where do I stand? All right. So if I get back to here, is that now, once you start evaluating that, okay, you pretty much now can start to say, okay, these are the piles I have, and you just put them in piles. And that's what we did with the Google Sheet data that I just showed you. And once you can now start to see, okay, this is where I'm starting from. And you at least paint that picture, or at least start to paint the picture. And if you do just that alone, to know exactly what systems or data you have now that alone is the next step in the right direction. And now what you want to do is after that is by now taking that and starting to, figure out some more of your data and start maybe to find patterns on stuff, that's going to generate more results for you in 2023. It will. It will 100% do that because data is the DNA of your business. And if you don't know, you need to be at 3 or 4. Okay, if you're not at 3 or 3 going into 4 and you can't paint a picture of what's going on, something's wrong. Okay, yeah, it's great if you're at 3, but you need to be at 4. But 3 and 4, at least you're going, okay, I'm in the right direction. Don't worry if you're in 1 or 2, it doesn't matter. You can get to 3 and 4, all right? But you have to know where you are right now, and then you're going to have to figure out how best to get to a 4. And and so basically what happens is once you do that, you're going to be able to move forward and get more control in your business. This is just a quick overview. I mean, there's so much once you get to the evaluation, what to do next. But I wanted to at least show you, at least get to that point. And if you can get to that point, then you now have a stepping stone that you can now go from there and start to figure out how to get to the next level. All right. So here we go. This is it. If you want to go to my website, ghostresults.com, here's my email, dennis@ghostresults.com. If you found that this is very interesting, you want to talk more about this and say, hey, look, you know what? How do I, you're looking for maybe an evaluation form. What I just showed you was a simplified version of evaluation that I use with my clients. So, we can have it. If you want to have a chat and say, hey, look, I can get from here to here, but now what do I do? you know, let's talk. Send me an email. We'll go from there. Hope you guys have a great day and let me know how you like this tonight. You take care.